Hey Ricky, guess what? It's Vlogmas.
Happy Vlogmas. I have been away, so I have missed my Vlogmases for the last couple of days, although I took 30 seconds of video at my brother's. So you will get to see my parents and my niece and my brother and sister. Happy Vlogmas.
Happy Vlogmas.
This is my beautiful niece Ella and my mother and my father and Buddy, and we're all here celebrating pre-Christmas. And there's my brother John, who looks like
Father Christmas?
No, Kentucky Fried Chicken guy,
Oh,
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders. Okay, yeah, I'm going for that.
And my beautiful sister and my Jenny. And so we're going to be having supper here soon and a little family get together.
Yes.
So happy Vlogmas. And then I took a little piece of video on the foggy ride home yesterday, but once I got home yesterday, no Vlogmas. Okay, so I'm on my way home from my very nice visit with my parents. I have my homework from them. I have paperwork of Daddy's that I have to do for him. And we were supposed to have dinner with my cousin tonight, and I had to cancel. Well, I felt bad about that because I haven't seen her in a long time, but we're going to reschedule in January. Because Dennis isn't feeling well. He's caught a cold, and I am really, really hoping that he has caught my cold, because I have this idea that once you have a cold, you're like immune to it and you can't have the same cold again. But I'm actually going to Google that when I get home and find out if that's true, because I really, really, really don't want Dennis to have a different cold than me, and I might catch his cold, because I am so done with friggin' colds, I cannot tell you. So anyway, you can see I'm having a lovely ride home. It's been foggy and rainy the whole time, and I have another hour to go, hour and 10 minutes, and that's that. So Dennis is sick, and the second reason that I canceled with my cousin is that his dad went in the hospital last night and was admitted. So Dennis is sick, so he can't go to the hospital to see his dad, but I'll probably go tonight with his mother so that she doesn't have to go by herself, because I don't think I'm contagious. But Dennis's brother had to take her to the hospital last night because Dennis was afraid he was too contagious. He didn't want to get everybody sick with his cold in the meanwhile, because that's the kind of thing that's going to kill his dad at 102. You know, his body's just not going to be able to do everything. He's got some problem with his lung that they haven't figured out. And so he's in the hospital. So I don't have any new news about that. But anyway, I'm on my way home. And I'll be glad to be inside. I don't think the dogs are going to get a walk if it's this yucky when I get home. But I have another hour to drive, so who knows. I'm drinking green tea today. Jasmine flavored peak green tea. But it's made with boiling water and it's really hot. All right, I'm going to turn a little bit to see if I can make this look better. Turns out my glasses are either super, super scratched or super, super dirty. I'm hoping for dirty, although it's time to go get my eyes checked. Okay, I'm very glary, but I'll have to go with it. Well, I don't know what it says about me as a Advent person, but I did not open any Advents when I wasn't talking to you. So I have a lot to open. So I'm just going to do it like I normally do, but if it just is too much, then I will fast forward or speed up and give you a review at the end. But since I can talk and open Advents at the same time, and I'm going to be talking anyway, so who's kidding who? I'm opening Susan's first. So I missed the 13th. Oh, that's a pretty brown. This says Nitpicks Hawthorne Fawn. Oh, that's a good color. Oh. 14 is a package day in Susan's Advent. Package days are fun. But it has still had a bag. Oh, that's bright. That's fun. This is Lorna's Laces. Ah. Great colors. Oh my gosh. Primary colors. And this says, oh yeah, this is like a decal to put in your window, I guess. Huh? I've never seen that. A pet alert. You guys are going to be alerting the fire department that you're there, aren't you? Huh. I never saw such a thing. What a good idea. Back in the late 70s, they had Child Finder, Child Alert decals that you were supposed to put in your kids' bedroom window, so in case of a fire, the fire people would know there was a kid, possibly a kid in the bedroom. I think when kids started being kidnapped out of their bedrooms, people took them down. I haven't seen one in a long time, but they used to be all over at the end of the 70s. Nobody's going to steal my pets, though. And I'm not putting it in their bedroom. Dogs! 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 A shopping bag. This is not for you, even though it says dogs, dogs, dogs. No. She's trying to take, this is Maisie's right here, trying to take, she was taking the paper. I know, half the time I don't finish my sentence. Thank you, Susan. That will come in very handy. Maisie was just prowling around last night. I mean, she was prowling. She was just going from one table that had nothing for her on it, which, you know, like she makes her own toys, that dog. She was just on the prowl, so I went and got him some chewies and gave him each a chewy, and that kept her busy for 20 minutes. But she was on the prowl. It's a bright sunny day out today. And day 15, oh, that's pretty. This is Unknown. Very pretty. Thank you, Susan. Oh, it's a big present day from Megan. Pearl's trying to get Maisie to play with her. And Maisie's playing with a ball. Oh, wow. Day 13. Mystery yarn. Oh, that's a pretty color. Mystery yarn, bluey purple. It's purple in person, more purple in person in the shade. Purpley. 13 has a little package with it. These are like Fort Knox, Megan. You can't get your finger in a corner of it. You just have to find a... Just tear the paper. Haha, great minds think alike. Shorty socks. Kia Ora, welcome to New Zealand. How fun. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Do not tumble dry. Oh dear. How cute. Thank you so much, Megan. The Kiwi. The Kiwi. 14. Oh, and if you're not from the United States, Fort Knox is where America keeps its gold. The United States keeps its gold, that is. If you're not familiar with that term. I'm not sure if this is bleeding art yarn or Nana Cindy. Gray with some purple in it. Very pretty. Very pretty. Thank you. And day 15 is, oops, there's a tag in there. Sorry about these mysteries. Mystery yarn. That's very pretty. Oh, mine's all mystery yarn, so don't feel bad. You know that by now. Oh, wow. Oh, so bright. I love those colors. I got some good ones today. My blanket is going to be really going good. I haven't worked on my blanket in a couple days because I was away at my parents' and I did not take my blanket. It's big. Oh, I'm podcasting today. I'm podcasting later, so I'm going to be showing my blanket. You'll see it on my podcast. And 15 is a package day 2. Water bottle, Kiwi, New Zealand. New Zealand kiwi. The kiwi is the most ancient bird found in New Zealand. It has been here for over 60 million years and is unique to New Zealand. It is a nocturnal bird with weak eyesight, is flightless, rather small, and sturdy with a long beak. It nests in holes in the forest floor. Despite its awkward appearance, the kiwi can actually outrun a human and have managed to survive because of their alertness and their sharp, three-toed feet, which enable them to kick and slash an enemy. Kiwis have been known to live up to 20 years. So that's a kiwi. Thank you, Megan. Metal water bottle. Always handy now that I'm going to the gym. I'm still coughing, but I'm feeling much, much better. Much, much, much better. Okay, last but not least, Sandy. Day 13. I love that Sandy used like all different Christmas paper. It's like, you know, like when you have people, all packages from all different people under your tree, and all the paper, all the paper is different. Can you see that? Beautiful. Thank you. And that's beautiful too. And, you know, pink and green are a classic combination. Very nice. 14 has something going on in here. Ah, it's a tea infuser. What a good idea. And then you put, looks like you pull the bottom off to clean it and everything, and to fill it. Pull the bottom off, you fill it with your tea, and then you put it back on, which I was able to do. What a great idea. Thank you, Sandy. And a giant, oh, holy cow. You're so generous. Oh, that'll be a beautiful stripe. Plus, I don't know what else. And day 15. Dennis getting ready for his tea, girls. Ooh, two beautiful colors. Oh, and another. Can you see that? That's a sheep in there. That's so cute. Thank you, Sandy. Oh my gosh. And two. These go together really beautifully. Thank you. Okay, well that's my Advent opening for 3 days worth. And so I just had a lovely visit. There's no news. My dad's doing well. And we're working on getting the dog back away from my brother, who doesn't really want him, to my parents, who really do. And so we're working on that. And we figured out Christmas. We'll be going there Christmas Day and spending Christmas Day with my family, because my celebration at my house is on Christmas Eve evening. And my daughter and Rich will be here, and my mother-in-law, maybe my sister-in-law. And then everybody will leave that night, and the next morning we'll go to my brother's, to the farm, and we'll just stay one night. But we'll see my brother Tim and sister-in-law Shelley, and my parents will be there. And Janine, my other niece, who isn't in the video clip that you will see, will be there, and that'll be fun. So I've talked a lot. I may be, if I decide to speed this up, I will, or speed up the opening, I will just do a little recap of my Advents. Happy Vlogmas. I'll see you later. I gotta go make notes for my podcast. Okay, my errand is run. That's a whole story in itself, in that I went to the wrong hospital. So, took a little longer than it should have. But I got to see my in-laws, and my father-in-law looks pretty good, although he's convinced he's going to die. But my mother-in-law doesn't think he's going to die, and so she's not that worried. They just trying to figure out exactly what's going on with his pneumonia, and my job was to take the walker over so he could walk. He didn't like the walker they had at the hospital, so now he can walk. I told him, if you don't do a lot of walking, I'm going to be mad. And so I left them watching the football game, and all is well. And now I just downloaded my podcast. I'm going to go edit my podcast, and then I guess I'll start knitting. I got Christmas presents to make. All right, I'm editing my podcast. I have an earbud in, so you can't hear me talking. But I don't even know whether I should tell you this or not, but Dennis walked in and said, "Do you recognize this?" I'm like, "Oh no, I just got that today." Maze got my bag off the table and took it out and enjoyed it very much while I was running my errand for my mother-in-law. So it's dirty, it's a little bit torn. She's a rascal dog, and I'm so sorry, Susan. I'm washing it. I'm going to still use it. It's definitely still usable, but I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I got that today. I left it on the table, but I left it on the tall table where she doesn't usually get stuff, so I thought it would be safe. So I feel like such a jerk. But we'll wash it, and I'll see if that can be mended, or if it needs to be mended, maybe it will just work fine. I'm going to use it whether or not it has a hole in the handle. But I just feel like such a jerk. I thought it was safe, and apparently it was not. We'll have to go look in the yard and see what else she took out there to play with. But this might have been as much fun as she needed, and so anyway, I'm so sorry, Susan. That maze. Well, I've washed it. I've got it hanging up to dry. It washed up really, really well. Does have a few maze holes in it, so Ugh, I feel terrible. But look how cute it is. Yeah, so it's definitely still usable. But it does have a hole here. I'll see if I can stitch that up. But it cleaned up beautifully, so that's good news. Anyway, I'm so sorry, Susan. What a jerk. So it's time for me to take my vitamins and my vitamin C. Ha ha ha. So I am going to be signing off now. I'm having trouble rendering my podcast and technical difficulties. So, hey, Pearly girl. So it's very likely this will. Hey. Stay away from my Cosmo. Likely this will not be up until tomorrow morning unless things go swimmingly, which is unlikely. So I will say happy Vlogmas and I will talk to you tomorrow. Pearl says exactly that. And she's going to go get that monster in the yard so you'll all be safe. Good night.